Welcome to this definitive masterclass, where you'll discover the secrets to transforming attention into clients. Here, we silence the noise of the internet, the endless search for experts, and the unnecessary expenses that keep you from reaching your goals. Here, you'll gain the knowledge and the tools to generate prospects and convert them. And at the end, you'll be able to download your materials to connect ideas and take action today. You can pause and visit our website to verify for yourself that you're in the right place and that you're learning from a trustworthy source with real authority in the digital world. This masterclass includes educational examples and also presents our own solutions. Here, you'll finally be able to define the business model you're currently in. You'll discover, in just a few words, and with a clear visual, what digital marketing really is. Then, you'll better understand the concepts of channels and funnels, and how to implement them step by step. And by the end of this masterclass, we'll be connecting all the ideas, giving you the tools so you can take action immediately. At first, we tend to think that people are already ready to convert, that they already have a mental model of your business, that they know what problem they have, that they know the solution, and that they're ready to take action with you. This happens, for example, with lemonade stands, where the business is limited to a traditional transaction, selling something and receiving money. Prospects already know what lemonade is, why they need it, what to expect, and that you are the solution. Their previous experiences are their mental model, and there's not much you need to do. But in the digital world and in business, things work in a much more sophisticated way. Before, during, and after the sale, there are many more nuances at play. People don't know what problem they haven't defined it, they don't know the different solutions, they don't have clear expectations, and they don't know that you are the best solution. In short, they don't have a mental model of your business, and that means this is where you have real work to do. This is where up to 90% of your prospects are, and that's where your true work in the market lies. Only 10% or less are ready without your initial involvement to buy a product or service from you. However, this is not a reason to feel discouraged. On the contrary, you've defined the problem. And that's the first step, and the solutions are right here for you. We'll explore the customer journey, the traditional funnel, and the hourglass funnel, which goes beyond the sale. It's that simple. That's the solution to nurture and build a mental model in the minds of your prospects and customers. And to solve the challenge we just explained, it's important that you clearly understand where you are on your path toward a real solution. You likely already have a defined product or service. You have followers, but you don't know how to turn them into clients. That's where you must tell yourself, I don't have a product or service problem. I have a business problem. And the answer to that transition is in this section. It's hard to understand what digital marketing is, with so much noise on the internet, and yet it's actually very simple. You can ask many people in business, and chances are they won't give you a clear definition either, without abstractions or unnecessary complexity. I'll give you the definition used by major businesses, because it gives clarity and a clear path forward. Everything comes down to this: which system generates attention, and which system manages and converts that attention. That's it. Channels generate attention, and funnels are responsible for converting those prospects or leads into clients. This is the foundation of every marketing operation. Later on, we'll explore how retention and expansion connect with these two systems. Consider this a gift for you. Channels are the places where you invest your energy, your time, and your money in exchange for initial attention. That initial attention is made up of views, followers, and all those people who become aware of your presence in the digital world. Funnels are the mechanisms you use to motivate that attention to move through different stages. They prevent people from getting stuck. You nurture them, you educate them, and you persuade them to take action and become clients. These mechanisms are not the same as channels. Channels and funnels are separate mechanisms, but they must work together. There are two secrets you must understand from now on. You can have a strong channel, but without a funnel, that attention will be lost easily. You can have an excellent funnel, but if you don't generate and send attention to it, there is no way to activate its mechanism. Therefore, if you have channels and prospects, but no funnels, then there is no conversion from prospects to clients. And that is where most people fail. There is also another group, people who focus only on funnels and ignore channels, wasting their time and energy. I invite you to visualize a funnel in your mind and how it works. A funnel can be as simple as a kitchen utensil. I recommend taking notes on what you've learned so far and taking screenshots whenever you see something useful for you. This is what I meant when I talked about clearly defining what digital marketing is. Now here is the clear definition. Digital marketing is the combination of channel mechanisms and funnel mechanisms, which leads you directly to the sales stage. Don't forget it. Channels plus funnels equals digital marketing, and together, they lead to sales. As you can see, there are tools to create attention and tools to guide that attention towards sales. In other words, creating a path to educate your prospects with a red carpet and invite them to make a decision. You've probably already asked yourself, what types of mechanisms exist to generate attention? Are there defined types of channels in the industry to make the work easier for you? And the answer is yes, and you'll learn them here. Everything is economics. From experience, you've probably noticed that it takes a large portion of your time, your energy, and your money to get visits, views, followers, or simply to be known. That's where most of your resources go. And that's because funnels and sales closures are much more automated processes. There are 4 defined channels in the e-commerce industry today. Earned media. This is the attention you generate through your work creating content, or by appearing in other people's audiences while offering value. Earned media includes the attention you gain through social media, YouTube, podcasts, blogs, books, and more. Earned media also includes attention gained through partnerships with other creators, also known as earned advertising. This can be publishing articles under your name on their websites, social media collaborations, podcasts, and more. It also includes affiliate marketing, where others promote your products or services and earn through referral systems or coupons. The industry recommendation is to always start with earned media and partnerships or earned advertising, because this channel requires the most work, and it's the one that enables you to move on to the next channels. Once you master the first channel, and it no longer requires your constant attention to keep working, then you can move on to the next channel. SEO. SEO is partly technical, but it's also the vocabulary you use when creating content, where you address your prospects' pain points. Use the same terms they use. Keywords and phrases that resonate with your audience. You must apply this across written content, audio, and visual content. When you have a system that intelligently communicates to Google, Bing, ChatGPT, YouTube, and other search engines about your business, then you're already winning. The goal is to understand your prospects' problems better than they do, and use that understanding in your channels, your funnels, and your website. The idea is to use technical systems that automate most of the SEO, so you can focus only on the keywords and key phrases. Later on, we'll look at the types of solutions that exist. Paid ads are when you pay Meta, Google, Reddit, or another platform to show your ads to other people. It's similar to earned media, except you accelerate the process by paying third parties to reach more attention. Paid ads make the most sense when you already have a solid online presence, authority, and credibility, and when your SEO system is already defined and doesn't require your constant involvement. By constant involvement, I mean having other people working for you on that channel, delegating, and maintaining continuous operation. The chart shows that once you dominate one channel, the impact on the next one is greater. It takes less time and less effort to build and maintain it. Eventually, we reach the traditional sales model, which, combined with the other channels, becomes incredibly powerful. This involves picking up the phone and making calls, sending text messages, and emails. It's direct contact with prospects, where traditional sales strategies are applied. It's very powerful, and it's what has grown many businesses, but only after you've gone through the other channels, because by then, you already have the content, the human resources, and the financial resources to execute these campaigns. This is an exponential process. Channels have that nature, the ability to move masses, to guide prospects along a path, the beginning of a red carpet that you designed for them, with intention. They see you as an authority online and you provide value. You understand their pain points and they can find you easily. They see you everywhere through paid ads. And finally, they can interact with you directly. All of this combined, and there's almost no way a person won't trust you or your business. You'll have created a marketing machine that pushes the growth ceiling of your business further and further away. Don't forget these 4 channels and their order of activation. It is not 100% deterministic, because at the beginning, you can implement a little of each channel, but you should always focus the majority of your resources on a single channel before moving on to the next one. As the rule of synergy between channels and funnels tells us, channels are nothing if there is no mechanism that nurtures, educates, and motivates prospects to take action. This is where funnels come into play. Before this point, you already have prospects. You've moved the market. They are excited and looking for action. You should not wait for them to cool down and lose that momentum. Therefore, you must guide them into a mechanism that continues nurturing them, that allows them to define their problem, discover a problem they didn't know they had, or one they may have in the future, and understand what solutions exist, and that the best one is the one you present. This is where you connect with and engage your future clients. Tools such as Meta and Google Pixels for retargeting, landing pages, also called funnels, and prospect magnets, known as lead magnets, enter the game here. Before going deeper, we must understand the characteristics and stages these tools must include. Imagine a prospect entering your hotel. You guide them from the entrance until they decide to stay and consume your products and services. There is a welcome, an introduction, a discovery, and actions the person takes based on that experience and information before they pay for their stay and consume inside your hotel. As you can see, this is not as simple as selling lemonade at a stand. All these stages have names: awareness, consideration, decision, and conversion. Channels can nurture prospects and fulfill a large part of the first stage. Additionally, the system you use to move that prospect forward can also complete this stage. For example, sending them to a video, to a blog, to a masterclass like this, or to a landing page where you teach them how to define and solve a problem. At this point, you are not selling. You are not offering your products or services. You are educating them, showing them a problem they didn't know they had, or one they might face in the future. Then, you must move them into the next stage, consideration. We use a lead magnet, a digital gift, for that purpose. You invite the prospect to take action, to solve a problem for free. You teach them how to solve it. You give them powerful, high-value materials and elegantly show them that your solution, among many, is the best one. However, before receiving this gift, they must exchange that free help for their personal data. You must obtain the name, email, and phone number of the prospect who wants to solve that problem. For this, you need digital tools or software with forms to capture this key data, always after the user has accepted marketing cookies. If you are not building a prospect list, you are simply out of the game. Once they start consuming this high-value free material, they define their problem more clearly, learn how to solve it, and now you show them that you are the best solution. They can move to the next stage. Decision. To guide them toward a decision, you will already have started sending newsletters or emails and text messages if you have their number. You continue sending high-value content related to the problem, the solutions you offer, client experiences, all with subtle calls to action directing them back to your website. Then comes the final stage of the funnel, conversion. Here enters a technology many people overlook, but which is absolutely critical, and any major company in the industry will tell you this: an official website, your own website, or platform. That is where the prospect arrives at the end of the journey. A well-nurtured prospect entering your store has a very high purchasing potential. You also just discovered that having only a website is not enough, because it is actually the final step of the entire system, a mandatory step. Since hot prospects arriving here want your solution and want to give you their money, a website is essential because it allows them to see what you offer in detail, understand the nuances, compare you with competitors, and make a decision. To push prospects to buy, all previously mentioned tactics must work together. You can send another lead magnet, invite them to articles, videos, send newsletters and SMS offers, and irresistible calls to action. And this process repeats itself again and again. Of course, you've realized that you need technology to segment and organize your audience, to know exactly which stage of the funnel each prospect is in, so you can run specific campaigns for each stage. We'll get there very soon. Remember, attention equals name, email, and phone number. You must be aggressive, ethically aggressive, and always aware that you intend to monetize the value you provide. If your mindset is not directed toward profitability, toward making money, then this is not for you. If you are not seeking profitability, you are seeking a hobby. Now, let's recall what we've learned so far. To build a successful growth engine, you must not neglect the relationship between channels and funnels, and the intention behind them. You must create attention, send it into your funnels, and then follow up precisely so you know where each prospect stands, and apply the correct tactics at each stage. Very soon, you'll learn how to apply all of this in practice and what additional considerations you need to keep in mind. Wonderful. Congratulations on making it this far, because now you can see and understand what industry leaders see. With this, you now have a clear vision of where you are and where you're going. You understand channels and that their purpose is to send attention into funnels. With this clarity, you now know that every channel and every stage has its own processes and considerations. You are becoming a digital marketing professional and a master of turning attention into clients. Remember to take notes and screenshots. You can even note that you learned this from Plexotrade.com by Plexotrade LLC, so you can share it and never forget your source of knowledge and solutions. We've reached a decisive point. I've shown you what digital marketing is, its parts and subparts, and we've also talked about the processes behind it and the key points you must consider. I hope you saved the diagrams, because I know they'll make your work much easier when you want to understand all of this, and they'll serve you during your marketing campaigns, as well as when you need to explain it to your business partners. Earlier, we explored the traditional funnel, which is still completely valid and must absolutely be used until a sale is closed, whether physical or digital. Now, it's time to go further. We are no longer a lemonade stand. Now we are a digital business, capable of reaching much further by implementing a funnel that goes beyond what we've already built. That's why it's called the hourglass funnel, because we add an inverted structure to the traditional funnel. Before going deeper, we must be clear on two essential points. The first is that you must have the mindset of wanting to make money. You are not a nonprofit organization, and you should not feel fear or shame about making money. As we said before, a business without a path to profitability is not a business. It's a hobby. And that is exactly what this masterclass is about. The focus is making money, turning attention into clients by following clear strategies, structures that others have already studied and distilled for us without having to rebuild everything from scratch, which would not be smart at all. The second point is that the right clients matter. Even if there is a group capable of paying for your products or services, that does not mean they are the best clients. This means that if you sell, for example, yoga mats, your target audience should be people who at least know what yoga is. Otherwise, you won't have clients who talk about your products or generate positive reputation. This comes from the phrase, "Don't sell computer software to people who don't own a computer." Otherwise, those people will be the ones who damage your market reputation and affect your long-term sales. Your best clients are the most enthusiastic ones, the ones who receive more attention, the ones who love the product, and who are truly satisfied with the value you deliver. This is what everything we discussed looks like visually. The traditional funnel we learned sits in the acquisition stage, and then we discovered two critical extensions: retention and expansion. Retention is about implementing mechanisms so your clients continue spending money with you, not limiting themselves to a single purchase, but continuing to receive value. In recurring payment models, it's the same product or service at the same price. Now, once the client knows you, has tried your products, and is satisfied, we can implement mechanisms so that client spends even more money with you. That is what we call expansion, where the dollar they spent before turns into $2 or $3. To reach this point, you need a website or a digital platform that allows you to publish products, paid content, and services, along with all the marketing tools we've discussed so far. This is critical to run specific campaigns, depending on the client's state, whether they are a lead prospect or an active customer. SMS, emails, and phone calls are different for each type of client. You must consider whether your prospect or client is in acquisition, retention, or expansion, and use your tools to direct your campaigns accordingly at each stage. You must decide, based on your business behavior, what you need to keep your growth ceiling as far away as possible. And that's where this diagram comes into play. The questions you'll ask yourself are, when should I acquire more customers? When should I retain the current ones? When should I encourage existing clients to spend more with me? It's about pulling these growth levers to keep your business healthy and in constant expansion. You must know when to activate and when to deactivate certain levers and run marketing campaigns accordingly. Whether you want to drive more attention into your initial funnel, retain clients for longer, or increase how much they spend with you, my intention up to this point has been to teach you what digital marketing is, the processes involved, and to give you clear solutions and instructions to follow. If you've taken notes, saved the diagrams, and written down the ideas and insights, then you're ready to say, I don't have a product problem. I don't have a business problem. Now I have a software problem. An essential step to solving your problem is defining them. And that's exactly what we've done up to this point. Now, we don't just need to define the problem, we also need to define the solutions. You need a digital platform that you truly control, where all uploaded data fully belongs to you, your content, your database, and your media. A space where you are not at the mercy of generic platforms, such as social networks or third-party services. A platform where you can publish your products, your services, your paid or free content, your blog articles, and your owner profile. In addition, you must have marketing tools, such as landing pages and lead magnets or prospect magnets. At the same time, you need the ability to run your own newsletter. Your platform must be able to connect or interact with Google systems and all major search engines that exist today, including ChatGPT. It must connect with artificial intelligence infrastructures such as OpenAI and Together AI. And for SMS and email campaigns, with tools like MailChimp. It must also connect to a payment processor, such as Stripe, so you can monetize your site. One key functionality your site must have is the ability to create downloadable GIFs via a link, which you can use in marketing campaigns, WhatsApp or Telegram groups, emails, SMS, and many other places. And it shouldn't stop there. Your site must include tracking pixels that monitor visitor behavior, so you can later send paid ads based on proper segmentation. This is achieved by connecting your site to Meta and Google services. You need a platform that has all these features and much more to automate, to support you, and to truly allow you to transform attention into clients. Very soon, I'll show you the solution you can implement starting today. A solution that offers all of these capabilities because we know you're looking for something affordable, scalable, and secure. Before revealing the master solution of this masterclass, we'll review a real example in action. Next, I'll show you tools we've already mentioned, and we'll see why a website is the final point and the key element in the entire system for converting attention into clients. Let's remember that a website must be strongly oriented toward earned media and SEO, and must be able to track user events using Meta or Google Pixels, always with initial user consent. A site must include landing pages and lead magnets or prospect magnets, where, in exchange for free content, I provide my personal data, my email, my name, and later on, my phone number. It should also include a products and services section and a blog that strengthens SEO performance. Beyond colors and design, what truly matters is what's happening underneath. It's about speaking to your real audience, offering authentic value, creating positive impact, implementing ethical practices, and having a clear intention to make money. You need a platform where people can pay for a product or service, consume content, and access landing pages or lead magnets, using all the mechanisms we've discussed so far. These mechanisms guide users from awareness to conversion because you demonstrate that you can solve their problems in the best possible way. There is a combination of strategies and technologies involved. And what if I told you that there is a single software solution that brings all of this together, something you can access today, and that allows you, in a very short time, to have your own online platform where you can apply all the strategies and tools from this masterclass without massive investments to build a website? That I'll reveal very soon. Now let's look at a real example, our own website. Let's go to plexotrade.com, which will always safely redirect to our platform or to any future domain we may use. I'll show you how we implement these strategies and features. This is a funnel page, also known as a landing page. As you can see, it's direct, it shows exactly what people need to see. There's no need to navigate anywhere else. We want the visitor to focus on value. Here, you'll find a CTA button, which can redirect users to any page we choose. Behind the scenes, once marketing cookies are accepted, we run Meta and Google Pixels to add visitors to segmented audiences and run relevant ads for that group. For example, people who click this CTA. There's always a newsletter call to action and a proper disclaimer at the bottom. Now, this is a lead magnet. Similar to a funnel page, but instead of redirecting, we deliver ultra-valuable content in exchange for voluntarily provided data, with explicit consent so we can run ethical marketing campaigns later. It's important to mention that our site automatically handles critical SEO components, such as schema.org, HTML semantics, and other technical implementations. This means we are fully SEO optimized. Now let's visit the blog, where we share highly valuable content for free, educate our visitors, and support the marketing funnel we discussed earlier. This is how our services are displayed, where already nurtured prospects compare prices and details before making a purchase. One feature worth mentioning is the ability to create gift links, where the platform generates a URL with a downloadable file that you can share on social media, newsletters, digital communities, and more. We also include an AI Oracle section because we've connected our site to OpenAI and Together AI, allowing us to run our own ChatGPT-like assistants directly on our own platform. The goal is to continue nurturing our prospects. AI models can even help us close deals by recommending products and services when the interaction is contextual. This is our headquarters on the internet. We run marketing campaigns from here, sell products and services, publish blog content, and deliver as much value as possible. Our site includes all of these features and many more, all related to digital marketing and business intelligence. So far, you've learned a tremendous amount, and you've seen real examples in action. Now you know, you're not the only one facing these challenges. We've reached the moment where you can access an all-in-one tool to start transforming attention into clients, to easily implement your channels and funnels, to monetize your site, to run marketing campaigns, and to leverage specific features for every stage of the journey. That solution is called Atrium Cloud, a software platform we've developed to help you build a powerful website in record time, so you can focus on operations and start converting that attention into clients. That's exactly what I meant when I said that now. You no longer have a business problem. Now you have a software problem. You already understand the challenges of the market, the considerations, and the solutions. Now everything is about to change, because we're putting directly in your hands what you've been waiting for. A solution that cuts through all the noise on the internet about digital marketing and the art of turning attention into clients. The fact that you don't have time to learn complex software or advanced strategies. The fact that you might not have the budget to pay thousands of dollars to a developer for a custom website. The fact that you don't need to hire multiple experts just to finally have a solid online presence. And the fact that other services may not offer the same content quality we do. All of those challenges completely disappear with Atrium Cloud. You don't need a large budget, you don't need to hire experts for every step, and you don't need to struggle trying to understand how the internet works. We don't want that for you. We want you to focus as much as possible on your operations, while effortlessly maintaining your own web infrastructure thanks to cloud computing, edge computing, and AI-integrated technologies. If you were wondering, how can I get a website like Plexotrade.com, just like theirs? The answer is right here. You already have it. We're using our own software on Plexotrade.com to show you its real power. We've been demonstrating it this entire time. Atrium Cloud allows you to have a platform just like ours, of course, under your own domain, your own branding, your colors, your logos, and your content. You've already walked through our site with us without even realizing it, so you already know exactly what you get with Atrium Cloud. It's also worth mentioning that we publish our tutorials and high-value educational content directly on our YouTube channel. We strongly recommend that you subscribe to stay up to date. You can pause this video now and head over to plexotrade.com to explore our site and experience firsthand what you can get with us. You can have a website exactly like ours to start transforming attention into clients. Explore the services we offer for your project or business and the high-value sections like articles and products. You may have also noticed another software product we offer. It's called Atrium Health, a version of Atrium Cloud focused on the health and wellness sector, a digital health companion for your users, if you operate in that space. It's deeply integrated with AI. Users can generate personalized plans through dynamic AI interviews, without you being present, ready to download as PDFs and apply directly in their lives. The same e-commerce and digital marketing features are included here as well. Just like Atrium Cloud, you can train or fine-tune AI models using OpenAI or Together AI to achieve the exact results you want for your users. You can also pass custom context and instructions to the AI models on every interaction. As you can see, we are committed to creating the best possible solutions so you can start converting attention into clients. You have the products and services. You have the business strategies, as you learned in this masterclass, and now you have the software to make that vision real. If you'd like to implement Atrium Cloud in other industries, we're ready for that. We can build Atrium Legal, Atrium Coach, Atrium Education, Atrium Sports, and more. If you're looking for a specific solution, just head to our official website and send us a message through the contact form. Don't wait any longer to build your own marketing platform. Whether with Atrium Cloud, Atrium Health, or our upcoming products, this is the best time to start. Our current pricing reflects our launch phase, and it will increase progressively, eventually doubling. Take advantage of this unique opportunity before prices go up. Additionally, at the end of this video, you'll find an exclusive 20% discount coupon, valid for all purchases on our website. As you can clearly see, our focus is on developing software and offering complementary services, such as branding, SEO optimization, and very soon, AI model training, among others. We want you to become an expert in digital marketing. That's why we offer all of this material for free. We want you to learn, because we want you to fully leverage our products. Our mission is to help you build a strong digital presence using the latest technologies so you can focus more on operations within an affordable, scalable, and secure environment. That's why we deliver distilled and refined knowledge built on massive industry investments and packaged into our products and services to give you tools and insights that truly work. Today, you've uncovered industry-level secrets for turning attention into clients. And you've realized that success requires clear strategies, patterns, frameworks, and playbooks. Because this is about building on the work of others, not reinventing the wheel. I always use this analogy. Today, Buildings are constructed using tools made by others. Cars are built the same way. The point is, you don't need to build everything from scratch when others have already created the tools for you. Your focus should be on your business process, not on building the tools themselves. Now, in addition to all this free knowledge, you'll receive a gift for the work you've done so far. There's no point in giving you all of this without inviting you to take action and start improving your business and digital presence. That's why I've prepared something special for you. We've created a strategic digital marketing guide that you can download right now. Inside, you'll learn how to create powerful titles and excerpts for your content, posts, landing pages, and lead magnets. You'll also receive a guide to structure your marketing campaigns based on the strategies from this masterclass, so you have a clear execution path without confusion. And finally, you'll get access to our exclusive GPT inside ChatGPT, your personal AI assistant, available 24/7 to help you go even deeper into the art of turning attention into clients. All of the material from this masterclass is integrated into our GPT, and we continuously train it to deliver even better results for you. As you can see, you won't find anything like this on the internet. Don't miss this opportunity to download your guide. Simply click the download button and complete the form. Do it before this masterclass disappears. It's time to take action and move from theory to practice, this time with clarity, and with the same tools and steps used by the best in the industry. Remember these phrases: you don't have a product problem, you have a business problem. You don't have a business problem, you have a software problem. You need a marketing website to build reputation, nurture relationships, close deals, and run marketing campaigns. And we offer exactly those solutions. You no longer have to think about it or imagine it. You no longer have to search without finding real answers. You've finally reached your goal. You now have the knowledge and the tools in your hands. It's time to take action. The surprises are not over yet. Use the coupon Plexosoft when making a purchase and enjoy 20% off any product or service on our site, including Atrium Cloud and Atrium Health. Valid for all of our products and services. Start building your digital marketing website with us. Today, many people tell me not to give away so much knowledge, but I don't listen to them. What matters to me is that my clients are the best, that they receive the highest level of attention, and that they are completely satisfied. That's why I'm going to reveal the strategies I use to create this masterclass, so that you can do the same in the future and improve your earned media strategy. Here you can see the considerations we took into account when writing the script. That was our first step, writing the content of this masterclass and refining it until we reach the best possible version. That's right, earned media takes real work. After writing the script, I use this voice using 11 Labs. The link will be in the description of this video so you can access this AI tool as well. The voice sounds exactly as in real life. Personally, I don't feel any difference. Here you can clearly see why this masterclass works, so you can apply the same principles to your content creation, podcasts, articles, social media posts, and more. We're almost at the end. Here you can also see the mission of our company, registered in the United States, and serving people all over the world thanks to technological advances. You can see our phone number, our Instagram account, and a visual representation of the power of our products. It has been a true pleasure to share this knowledge and these tools with you, so you can become part of this industry. And perhaps, why not? Build a partnership with us if your plans align with our company. We are always open to creating an environment where both sides win. Remember, our mission will always be to deliver the greatest possible value to society by innovating, creating, and helping others. See you on the other side. Until next time.